Welcome back to the Commercial Real Estate Show. I'm Michael Bull. Thanks for being with us on one of the 40 radio stations, iTunes, YouTube, or the show website, creshow.com. Well, today we're talking about the multifamily industry. Please welcome my next guest. It's Joe Wilber. He's Senior Vice President with Gables Residential. Joe, thanks for joining us here in Studio One.
Michael, thanks for having me.
We appreciate it. And I think most of our listeners will know about Gables, but tell us a little bit about your projects and where you have properties around the country.
Sure, we are active in roughly 8 different markets, gateway markets. We are active in the Texas markets that we're active in are Houston, Dallas, Austin. We're active in South Florida, West Palm Beach, Boca, the greater Miami area, Atlanta, of course. We're active in D.C. We have a presence in D.C. And now we're excited to be entering 2 new markets. We're about to open our first project in Boston. It'll open this summer. We hope to have a second one following behind it next year. And then we're excited to be entering the Denver market, where we will have 2 projects under development.
Great. So you guys are in full development mode right now, aren't you?
Well, we are. We currently have about 14,000 units that are stabilized in those markets that I just talked about. Mm-hmm. We have another 1,500 more or less that are in some stage of construction or lease up, and then maybe another 1,000 or so in the planning stages.
Yeah, that's great. And as you just heard, Stephanie said the multifamily market for performance and rental rate growth and occupancy growth is just fantastic. The outlook is good. What about from an owner's perspective? You guys are right there on the ground level, especially leasing up these new projects. What do you guys see for performance?
Well, I agree with what Stephanie said. Things are very good. We have, if you look at markets like Denver or San Francisco or San Jose, they've had rent growth close to 9% in the past 12 months. Or Atlanta, Portland, some of Miami, rent growth at 6 to 7%. Really the only outlier might be Washington, D.C., where it has been flat. Rent growth has been flat for the last year, and expectations are that it will be flat for the coming year.
And is that because of new supply there, or is that just the market?
I think it's a combination of a lot of new supply, but you could say that about most markets. Most markets have a lot of new supply. Yeah. Washington probably has more than most markets, but also, job growth there has been a little bit anemic compared to the other markets. The federal government is not expanding. Mm-hmm. And so I think the combination of new supply and tepid job growth have affected that market.
Well, we wish our friends well in D.C., but I'm kind of glad that the government isn't expanding.
I agree with you there.
Yeah, we got to get spending under control, right? Well, what do you expect for 2015 moving forward? You expect the good times to roll? We do. The only market that we're a little cautious about is Houston, obviously. Mm-hmm. But the BLS just published their job growth projections for Houston, and for 2014, it decreased from 120,000 jobs, which was their preliminary estimate, to 100,000 jobs. Well, 100,000 jobs is a tremendous number of jobs. So, Houston we're a little cautious about, but we expect all of our other markets to do well. We're projecting rent growth in Atlanta close to 6% again. Mm-hmm. We think the South Florida markets will do well. I personally think D.C. will strengthen. I think most of the projections there are that it'll be flat again. I think it could be flat to slightly positive because I think the job situation there is improving. And what markets around the country are you guys most excited about new projects now? If somebody had some great sites for new apartment development.
Well, we've got some exciting things going on in South Florida. We are active in Coral Gables. We're planning an 18-story tower there that is right in the financial district. We're very excited about that. We have 2 projects underway in Atlanta that we're excited about. A third one in the planning stages. We are, as I said, we're entering Boston, which we're excited about. We're entering Denver, which I think had 9% rent growth last year. We're excited about that. And excited about some of the mixed use things that we're doing that are a combination of vertically integrated projects that have retail and residential together.
Quickly before the break, on your exit polls of tenants, what percentage of them are buying condos or homes when they leave?
That is the number one reason for moving out is home purchase, and I think it's 50 to 60% of our residents leave to buy either a home or a condo.
And is that historically high or low?
That is held steady. In 2004, 5, or 6, it was probably higher than that because everybody was buying a condo.
Right.
But that's pretty much traditionally the level.
Yeah. Well, that was when you could do a pass the breath test, right? If you could follow
Right.
the mirror, you were approved.
That's right.
Well, stay tuned. We'll have more on the multifamily market. I'm Michael Bull. This is the Commercial Real Estate Show. We'll be right back. The Commercial Real Estate Show is brought to you by Bull Realty Commercial Advisors, a great place to do business. Visit bullrealty.com. RealNex, a comprehensive and powerful suite of commercial real estate tools at an incredibly low price. Visit realnex.com. That's REALNEX. Xceligent, the resource professionals use for commercial real estate information. Visit xceligent.com. That's XCELIGENT. Commercial Search, the source to market and source available properties for sale or lease. Visit commercialsearch.com. For more information on these great companies or for additional videos, podcasts, or articles, visit CREshow.com.